I love me some green tea. Hi everyone, it's Brittany from Brit. No, not the intro. All right. Hey everyone, it is Brittany from Books by Brit, and today I am back with another video that will help you on your self-publishing journey. So when it comes to being a self-published author, there are perks because you have a lot more freedom. It's also very time effective. At the same time, you do have less support when it comes to the marketing, the organization, and just the overall production of developing your book and developing your fan base. So here are 4 tips that can help you as a self-published author, and let's go! The first thing to keep in mind is going to be networking. The point of having your book is to sell your book. So even if your book isn't finished yet, as you finish the manuscript, as you're coming up with your idea, that is the time that you need to think about the people who are in your target market. You need to think about who would be interested in purchasing your book. When you're creating your first book, you're most likely not going to really have a following surrounding the book and its brand or a fan base at all, because you're just creating it. You're making it, you're birthing it. It's growing like a flower and it has yet to bloom. Some people don't know about it yet. So that is where networking comes in. One really helpful strategy that I used was called Launch Squad. Your Launch Squad is going to be a group of super friendlies, like I'm talking about family and friends, like people who know that you're doing this, people who are rooting for you, and people who really want to see you succeed. And with this, you can say, hey, I know, you know that I'm writing this book. It would mean so much if on the launch day, you could purchase a book, leave a review, and post about it on your social media. You can begin gathering your people as soon as you have your idea. Just reach out to your friends, say that, if you don't have the money or you're not willing to buy the book, if you could at least post about it on social media. People tend to get really, really excited to know that someone in their close circle is doing something like writing a book. And so, yeah, just generate your list when you first have the idea, and that way you'll have time to reach out to people, to remind people that launch day is coming, and it will really help you in your rankings. It's a cost-free way to market your book and get those sales up. Another really great marketing strategy is Clubhouse. Clubhouse is a audio sharing platform where you can talk to people over voice, join different clubs, and there are clubs for everything. Finance, startup, or cooking, children's publishing, or teachers clubs, everything. But you do need to be invited onto the app. So if you do know someone in your network who has Clubhouse, start talking to people about Clubhouse and see if there's anyone that you know who has it who can extend an invite to you. If you do have a Clubhouse account, leverage that. I have met so many great authors, so many great teachers, so many great parents who are really, really interested in the Ava and May series because of how I networked on Clubhouse. Clubhouse is also great because in addition to networking, you can also use it to create events which can help market your book. So when I had my launch day, I did a whole launch week where we talked about different topics. I had social justice topics, educational social justice topics. There are rooms about homeschooling, there are rooms about parenting, and it's great because you can use different angles when it comes to the clubs that you enter. When it comes to networking, those are my little sneaky tips, is creating a launch squad and using apps such as Clubhouse to market your book. So tip number 2 is to use social media. As soon as you start working with your illustrator, request that they send you a PNG transparent image of one of the characters or a little image that could represent the books. Like for Ava and May, my illustrator drew me up some lemons and some sugar cubes and a little transparent background image of Ava and May. This way, before the book was even close to being finished, I went on Instagram, I went on Twitter, and I created the platforms. And it's really important that you claim your handles and you do that really early so that you can start building buzz around the book before it's even finished. This way, by the time you are launching the book, you have a platform. You have a place for your launch squad to repost your photos, to repost your content, and you have some sort of a following. That's really gonna help your sales compared to if you were to just start your social media pages after the book was finished. So be on that early. Be on multiple channels. That's really, really important. So be on Instagram, be on Facebook, be on Twitter, be on Pinterest, be on TikTok, be on YouTube. This is great because there are different content opportunities for each channel. So for example, on my Instagram, the Ava and May Instagram, which you should follow, go give it a follow right now. I mainly post content that is very specific to the books themselves, that are specific to an audience that would be consuming the book. And that's a little bit different than, say, TikTok, that you should follow right here, where I can have more of a broader audience because TikTok is a little bit more chaotic. TikTok, you have all the dances, you can hop on trends, and I think, at least from my perspective, TikTok gives an opportunity to have broader content. So for example, I have things about Ava and May as a book, but I also have things about self-publishing. I hop on a lot of trends because that really helps your algorithm. With TikTok and video-based platforms, there's more of an opportunity to have fun with it. These short little videos are a great opportunity to entertain and engage. I kind of view Instagram and Twitter as more to inform, but it's important that you leverage multiple because that gives multiple content opportunities. Not to mention different people are going to be on each, so you really need to reach your entire market. Another tip with social media engagement is to diversify your content. Depending on what your book is, you're going to have different selling points. And I'll use my book as an example. So with Ava and May, there is a big selling point with the topic of entrepreneurship. That's a really big topic when it comes to my book. There's also a very good content opportunity when it comes to diversity. So I will state diversity statistics, talk about different things that are happening in child education. And that's a little bit different than entrepreneurial learning. Another content opportunity that I use often is the spirit of what the story is. So that's certain themes like encouragement, self-esteem. I post really inspirational quotes and positivity because that's what I want my readers to walk away feeling, and that's what I want to focus on as far as the spirit of the Ava and May series. No matter what your book is, it's gonna have different topics to offer. Let's say you have a book about a dog that knows how to fly, that picks up trash around the neighborhood. I run with it. If that's you, you know what I mean? So then you have the pet sphere, and you can make content around that topic, but then you also have a very rich topic about environmentalism. That can be a really great content opportunity for that theoretical series coming to you soon, maybe? The third tip that I want to talk to you about today is, as a self-published author, it's very advantageous for you to publish multiple books. It's very rare that a first-time author pops off on their first book, especially if they're a self-published author. That's why continuing to put out books, to create content, to create ideas for the world is really, really important. One very simple, straightforward way to ensure that you're going to publish multiple books is to make your book a series. I think this is a very helpful way to create more literature to put on your name because you don't have to create an entire different idea, an entire different universe. It's very simple to create an idea and then watch it grow versus create a bunch of multiple ideas. And you can do whatever you want. We have an abundance of creativity and ideas as writers. And so you don't have to write a series. I just think that this is a really fun way to be able to expand your original story and expand the characters that you're engaging with and these characters that you've created that people have fallen in love with. But it's also a way to have multiple revenue streams when it comes to the books that you're selling. And number 4, my last pro tip is to stay organized. I know, you're like, okay, duh, right? But the thing with self-publishing, no one else is keeping you accountable but yourself. So that's why organization is highly, highly, highly important when you start your self-publishing journey. So here are some tips when it comes to how you can stay organized. So I really, really like collaboration tools such as Google Doc. These are platforms that you can very easily put in different folders. You can label your folders. You can have your spreadsheets. I love me an Excel spreadsheet, a Google sheet, whatever it is you use. Make a lot of those. Remember the lunch squad that you're gonna get? yeah, create a spreadsheet for your launch squad. If you have it organized, it'll go much more smoothly. You will have a much better use of your time and overall better sales for your book. You know, I have the name, I have the how I know the person, I have their contact, and I put that in for every single person that I've engaged with. Beyond Launch Squad, I do have a spreadsheet for organizations that I'm networking with. These aren't people I know closely. These aren't people I'm going to hit up and be like, hey, please buy my book. Like, that's not what this is. Reaching out to the people you do know and reaching out to the people you don't know. Two different strategies. The people that you don't know, you are going to create an intro email, say this is me, this is my book. For example, I have reached out to a lot of different entrepreneurial organizations and nonprofits that engage with kids because they would be interested in a book series that has to do with entrepreneurial learning. So it's that simple. With that, you know, you're gonna have your name, the name of the organization. I have how many times I've contacted them and the dates, the avenue that I use to contact them, whether that's email, phone number, whatever it may be. I have what their main role is in the world, which is like what their mission as an organization is. The value that it brings to me in the Ava and May series. So kind of like the why am I hitting them up? And then lastly, have their contact information or a link to their website, something where I can easily grab information about them on the spreadsheet if I need to. Spreadsheets are really important. I even make email templates. That'll make your outreach much easier. If I'm reaching out to a school, I'll have this sort of language. If I'm reaching out to a bookstore, I'll have this language, or a library, or whatever it may be. Staying organized is really, really gonna help this process. It's gonna be very easy for you because that is the thing with self-publishing. You are the one who has to handle everything. And so make it easy for yourself. Make it easy for yourself. So organization extends past networking and outreach. It has to do with everything. So like I said, it's important to stay on top of it. Stay on top of it as in real time. So for example, your illustrator is going to send you the sketches. Once you have the sketches, you put it in the sketch folder. Once you send it back and approve it, and they send you the colored photo, you put that in the colored folder. You have your finalized photos, you have the different files that you need. You can learn more about the files that you need in my previous YouTube video. Yeah, just staying organized, that's really, really gonna help you, and it's gonna help your accountability, because if everything's all jumbled, it will ultimately fall on you. So make sure that you're being nice to your future self. Okay, well, that's it. It was a pretty brief video, but these were just 4 really helpful tips that helped me, that I learned as I was creating my first book, that I really wanted to extend to you. Make sure to comment your favorite part of the video, like, subscribe, ring the notification bell. Don't forget Books by Britt on TikTok and the Ava and May Twitter, Instagram. Don't forget to share this video with your friends so they can also learn these incredible tips. Okay, bye!